Hello out there. Today I'm doing a little project on the Mustang. I'm coming in a little late on the project for y'all, but I'm going to show y'all where I am so far. I've taken apart the rear panel and started to repaint it because there were some bad spots in it. And a couple more coats. It should be good. But and I'm also replacing the headlight, the taillight lenses, and the bezels. You see, I already got the taillights put together here. And over here. And I'm starting here to assemble these bezels that I ordered from MPD. Good old Scott Drake parts. That's always the best name in any trim or anything due to a Mustang. Pretty much all I'm doing right here is just pulling the packages apart and I'm putting studs in them. Let me get this one open. Try to get this one open anyway. Forget my phone keeps blowing up. I meant to put it on silent before I started recording, but I'm forgetful. So it comes, the bezels come in a package just like this with a new gasket. Phone, hush. And it comes with two studs. That simple enough. You just insert them into the threaded holes in the back of the bezels, and they go right in. And you repeat that 12 times. I'm just going to sit here and finish these up, and I'll catch up with you later. Okay. Take you through the reveal process, pulling all the tape off. It's always an exciting part when you're painting. Putting it on is a tedious task, but taking it off is so rewarding. Yeah, that's catching me. Note the double tape. I do like to lay down a tape line before I put my masking material on to ensure I have a good line. I should have took y'all through the tedious process of taping, masking and taping and painting. But of course I'm not the world's best painter, so I don't really want to lead by example when it comes to that. Those lines do look clean though. Look really nice. Forgive the mess in the trunk. I managed to get this tape off this gasket up here. Of course, lock and gas cap, because I do live in a somewhat questionable neighborhood, so. It's all looking great. Should have taken a before shot, but I am very terrible at remembering to take before shots of anything. And of course I have a small little square inside here to keep from spraying everything black in the trunk. To actually confirm the suspicion of how bad a painter I am, I'm not the worst, but this here is my daily car, the 1999 Grand Marquis, and I attempted to paint the bumper to match today, and the perfect match paint I had was way off, so it became primer gray. It was gold before, but the previous owner apparently had an accident in it and put a bumper off a junkyard car that was gold. But that was my fail of the day. But it turned out okay in the end. Okay, now we're gonna put the rear bumper back on the car, which is something I took on recently. This is an aftermarket bumper that I replaced very recently. And it was a kind of fly by the seat of my pants type deal. Let me go get this stand over here so I can set y'all up over here. Now, the last time I put this bumper on, it was a challenge. Because it's the first time I ever did it, and I kind of did it by the seat of my pants. First thing you're going to need are these little foam washers. Luckily, I ended up with 2 sets. Apparently, they're a one-time use deal. They're little foam washers that go in between the car and the bumper brackets. There are 4 or 5/8 bolts with washers on them. And also, the kit comes with these little spacers here, which I realized either the bumper or the car is not exactly square, and I think it's the car, because at one point this thing did get hit in the rear bumper, so it doesn't fit exactly flush. So you need those little spacers to be able to pretty much get it to bolt all the way in and not have to leave it loose so it lines up on either end perfectly. But first thing we're going to want to do is get this bumper lined up here. And well, first let's get some of these little bumpers on here. And I'm just going to loosely throw some bolts in there. Actually, I'll put these on once I get the bolts in the other side here. The bolts go in through the trunk. There's one there. We'll get those set up in here. fact, I'll bring you inside, show you exactly where they go through. You go through right down here at the bottom. Add a little light so you can see the bolt there. There's one up underneath the tail light here on each side. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get it up there, get one started. Here, one on each side. And I want to slide this license plate light up in the bunker first. Kind of get the bolt started in there a little bit. In a perfect world, this would be a two-man job. Started there, so it'll hold it in place. I'll wrestle this taillight in this position here. We're going to kind of blindly line up the holes with the what did I do? Apparently not. Alrighty, now that I found the screw that I lost, we can continue this. Get this other one started in there. Zip them on up there. Alrighty. Well, that's done. Let's see if I can try to set you all up inside here. Where you might see a thing or two. Well, let me, trying to situate the camera in here is proven to be quite a chore. So I'm just going to hold you in here while I show you. Then I'm going to stick these shims in here on the outside of these two bolts, these little shims here. Because it's not quite lining up properly on the driver, well, this is the driver's side. When I tighten it down, it lines up perfectly over here when it's tightened all the way down. So I'm going to shim that other side so that way I can get it tight and not have to leave it loose and line up properly. Tell you, this is a whole lot easier to do with the taillights out. This last time I did, the taillights were in, and it was a challenge maneuvering up underneath them things. Now an update on this side, I actually ended up having to use both shims on this side to get it to line up right. Apparently this side of the car had been hit in pretty good. But yeah, with both shims, it worked out pretty well. Just goes to show you when you're doing these kind of things, it doesn't always go as planned. Okay, now we're going to install these tail lights. You can see I already have the tail light assembly put together. And we have the bezels here. Pretty much how this goes together is this part goes on the inside and the bezels go through and screw it in. I'm going to try my best to do this one-handed. Let me get one of those in there so it'll be secured enough where I can pull the camera in there and show you. Let's do the middle one here so it'll be stable. Very careful not to scratch the fresh paint on here. For whatever reason, this one's not going to go all the way through. Let me try to figure out what's going on here. Okay, that middle one was just being a pain there. See how the bezel goes through the front and the studs come right through right here through the back side of the tail light. Let me get this gasket line back up on this thing. I can show you. You have to fight with them a little bit. But yeah, that's in a nutshell how you get that done. Put you about here. You can kind of get a gist of what I'm doing here. Line this gasket back up one more time here. Or not, which is going to be a pain behind. Okay, now I got the little niche of it. I've done this before, you think I'd remember, but you gotta get this sucker lined up perfectly square, top and bottom. Yeah, missed a piece of tape in here. That's always great. Try to dig that sucker out of there real fast. Ah. Top and bottom square on. It'll go in there. Once you get all those in, pretty much you just put the nuts on the inside, tighten it down. Well, let me grab the nuts and I'll walk you through. Got a package here of brand new ones, which I don't really need them that much, but why not? They're not that expensive. Just gonna go on each of them with the studs coming through here. Gonna put one on top and one on the bottom side. You just repeat that steps on the other 4 on this side and 6 more on that side, and that's how you install the taillights. Well, day has turned into night since I left y'all back, but those studs seem to never end on these taillights. But it seems like the job is done now. Let's run a little test on the headlights here, shall we? Gotta love the little horse head that lights up when you open the door. On these sill plates. Those are pretty nice. I like them. Just dig out the keys here. Turn the parking lights on and we'll see. We have all lights working. Probably can't see the tag light through the reflection, but and of course we have turn signals. I actually recently put in the turn signal kit in the hood scoop, so of course we got our turn signals working. So anytime the turn signals come on, an indicator comes on in the back of the hood scoop as well. Yep. Seems like we got our lights working, so. And everything looks a lot better. So I'd say it was a job well done. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that little video. Kind of a spur of the moment halfway through the project. I'll try to be better at, getting footage and content about full projects and remembering to do so before I start. But anyway, if you like this video, please hit that like button down there, hit that subscribe button. Any support you can give me, I would definitely appreciate it. But until next time, I'll see you later.